Not this. This. Okay? And what's good, YouTube? It's your boy IK Lifts. From down 100 pounds, I lost it in a year, and I've been bulking and cutting for the past 3. Today, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to get six-pack abs. Okay, I'm going to give you guys the deep breakdown, how to get it quick, how I did it, how I went from fat to fit. So make sure you guys go ahead and like this video, subscribe. Please comment down below any questions you may have, and share this to a friend, because I know damn well everyone wants some abs. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get them. So lock in.
Niggas get high if the lines I spit and I sniff. If you want smoke, then I got a big fast spliff. I'm lit like matches, counting that green, I ain't talking about grasses. I'm king and I'm winning, I steady step in the city. I'm finna run up a million.
Alright, y'all, in this video I'm going to show you the exact workout that I did, right, and exactly what movements I did to actually get the six-pack abs and all that to pop out. But I need to go ahead and break down the most important part when it comes to getting a six-pack and getting your abs defined. It is going to be your nutrition. That is the most important thing, okay? You have to be eating primarily whole foods. The reason why is because when you eat all this processed junk, it's gonna help you have more water retention and help you get more bloated. So you wanna reduce that and minimize that, okay? So instead of eating a bunch of protein bars every day to get your protein goal, eat some lean ground beef, eat some chicken, eat some salmon, whole foods, actual food, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna prioritize getting protein, okay? High protein diets. That way you can actually build muscle. Because when you build muscle, you burn fat and you burn calories easier. The reason why we want to burn calories easier is because you need to burn more calories than you consume to actually lose fat. And everyone has abs, but they're just covered in a whole bunch of fat. So that's why you can't see them. That's why you're like, man, why are my abs not showing? It's because you just have way too much fat. They're there. They're just hidden, okay? The next thing you're going to do is you're actually going to prioritize water intake, okay? Water intake is so key, because if you don't drink enough water, you have way more water retention, and your muscles are mainly water. So you want to, and also y'all, your core is a muscle. I'm going to reference that later in the video, but your core is a muscle. It's very important to know that. So you need to treat it like any other muscle, like the bicep, like the tricep, whatever it is. Treat your core like a muscle. Very important. Okay. So the next part of this video, I'm actually going to tell you guys something that's so important, okay? This last part about the nutrition. You need to realize that carbs do not make you fat. I literally eat over 300 grams of carbs every day. Does that look fat to you? No, okay? The reason why I eat so many carbs is because I use them as an energy source, and you need the carbs. You need all the fats, you need the protein, you need all these macronutrients. The reason why people don't think you need fats or you need carbs is because they do not eat them properly and use them properly, okay? If you get a bunch of carbs in, you need to be exercising consistently on a weekly basis, and also getting a lot of steps in, being active, not just being a couch potato. I don't care how hard you strength train. If you are just pumping iron and just sitting down on the couch all day, you will gain more fat if you consume carbs. Because you're not being active, you're not using them as an energy source. And you need to be training hard in the gym to use those carbs. I don't mean just doing half reps and all that. I mean actually training close to or until failure on your working sets. Very, very important. So now that you know more about the nutritional aspect of getting six-pack abs, we're gonna head right into the next topic, and that is going to be the actual recovery process, okay?
As you guys know, I'm down 100 pounds. I lost 100 pounds in 1 year. And one of the key things that helped me do that is meal prepping. Now, if you feel like you don't know how to cook, or if you hate cooking, you don't have to, y'all. You can simply use Flex Pro Meals. What is that? Flex Pro Meals is a healthy meal prepping service that sends you high protein meals straight to your door in less than 48 hours. I got all these meals right here in less than 2 days, y'all. Look at this, look at this. And it shows you the macros of every meal, the different varieties they have, y'all. This is my personal favorite, Southwest chicken and rice. And I'm gonna help y'all out because you can use my code IKLIFTS for 40% off your order. Yes, 40% off your order. That's nearly 50% off. So if you guys are trying to eat healthy and you're struggling to meal prep, simply just hit the link in my bio and use my code IKLIFTS for 40% off. And let's get right back into the video.
All right, before you click off this video, yes, I am going to show you the core workout. Do not skip or anything like that. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know about recovery before we get into the core workouts and all that stuff, because that is the least important part. I already broke down the most important. Now I'm going to show you the second most important thing when it comes to getting abs, okay? That's going to be your recovery. So your sleep. If you're getting like 3 hours of sleep a night, fam, you are not going to get your abs to show and pop out once you lose that body fat. And also, when you don't get deep sleep, it's going to be hard for you to feel satiated and feel like you actually ate a good meal. So then that's going to lead to you eating excess calories. So you need to make sure to help promote the muscle growth, to help get the physique you want, you need to prioritize sleep. So get at least 6 hours of sleep and then shoot for 8 hours, because the muscle will grow in that deep sleep state. So I don't care how hard you train, I don't care how good you eat. If you're not sleeping right, you're not going to get the best gains that you can possibly get. That is just a fact. The next part about recovery, bro, please do not do core every single day. No, 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 and no. That is not the move, because if you do core every single day, you literally will never get your abs to be as defined and as popping as they can be, because your core is a muscle group, so you need to treat it like that. So allow at least 24 hours of rest before you hit core again. And do not do a whole bunch of volume. Don't go, okay, let's do 100 sit-ups every hour of the day. No, fam. All you need is 2 working sets until failure for a core movement to work on your transverse abdominis and your rectus abdominis. So here, and then you need to do 2 sets until failure to train your obliques and progressive overload in that movement. Want to know why you're going to progressive overload? It's because you're actually going to build muscle and give your muscles a reason to grow when you get more weight on the machines or whatever movement that you are doing. That is the key to building muscle, not doing a million reps of light weight, no. So stop doing just only sit-ups. Get a plate, do sit-ups like that, and then next week try to go a little heavier, or every 2 weeks or so. You need to make sure the weights you're doing on that movement is going up. Key part to building the best abs possible, okay? Now, we're gonna get into the next part of the video, and then I'll show you the workout. Stay with me, stay patient, because you need to watch this full video to understand how to get six-pack abs. I am trying to help you out, so lock in. All right, so the last part that we're gonna talk about before we get into the workout is gonna be genetics. I hate to tell you, but genetics are gonna be a big factor to how your abs are gonna look. The lines where they actually insert when you have abs, that is literally genetics. Okay, so let's say here are your abs, right? It's just a big fat blob, whatever. But you start to lose fat, right? It's gonna help determine whether you have a 4-pack, 6-pack, whatever, and how those lines insert. It could look all slanted, it could look blocky, whatever it is, bro. That is genetics. But it doesn't matter how bad or how good your genetics are. If you're not training your core, progressive overloading with your core, letting it rest, it will not look as good. And if you're not eating right, it doesn't matter how good your genetics are. So those 2 things are more important than the genetics, but the genetics will play a huge factor in how your core looks. So if you do all the things I'm telling you and your core looks better, but it doesn't look insanely just ridiculous, blame your mom and dad. No, I'm just playing, but seriously, genetics are key. So now that we went through those 3 things, it's time to get into the workout, what you guys are all looking for. The least important part, the workout. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what workouts I did to lose 100 pounds in a year and get 6-pack abs. Let's do it. Wait, I lied. There's one more thing I forgot to talk about. You need to actually burn more calories than you consume to lose fat, okay? So to help you do that, you're actually gonna track the calories you consume using the MyFitnessPal app. It is free. It's no charge. You need to use that to track how many calories you are eating. Be in a caloric deficit, okay? So go to calorie.net, put in your height, age, and weight. It's gonna tell you exactly how many calories to eat, and then track those calories and stay consistent with that deficit. Now, the next part to actually helping you stay consistent with losing weight or losing fat, etc., no matter how or what your goal is gonna be to getting 10,000 steps a day. You need to get 10,000 steps a day to help boost your metabolic, increase your ability to burn fat, and actually keep the weight and keep the fat off, okay? So lock in, do those things. Now we're gonna get right into the workout.
I lost 100 pounds in a year, so people are always asking me what supplements I take. I'm gonna tell you exactly which one. Most important one, creatine monohydrate. Studies have backed up this is the most safe supplement you can take, okay? What it does is it helps you build lean muscle mass. It helps you absorb more water into your muscles. So you need to make sure you're drinking at least a gallon of water every day. Hydrate or this will not work. It's also gonna help with muscle recovery, and it will also help with brain health, okay? Protein powder, simple. What it does, helps you hit your protein goals. My favorite flavor, vanilla bean for EvoGen Nutrition. This hits different. The most recent one that I started taking is liquid carnitine, okay? What this does is it helps turn your fat into an energy source and helps you burn fat easier, and it will also help you minimize fat gain as you gain muscle mass and gain weight. I've actually gained about 4 pounds in the past month taking this, and I've not gained much fat. I still have abs. Okay, I weigh 210 right now. This is the biggest I've been at 210 and the leanest, okay? And it's the Sour Patch Kid flavor. That's the one I like. So if you need protein supplements, EvoGen Nutrition is the way to go. They have a bunch of supplements, and I stand by them. I use them on a daily basis. Make sure to use my discount code IKLIFTS for 10% off your order at checkout. And let's get right back to the video.
All right, y'all, so the only thing I use at the gym that I use to lose 100 pounds in a year, that I use right now to help tone my abs, is this cap and crunch machine, whatever it is, bro. This hanging thingy with the little hold on stuff. I don't care what it's called. You need to be incorporating it at the end of your workouts, or even before you do your workout, every other day. Not every day, like I said, allow it to rest, okay? So I'm gonna show you the hanging leg raises in the proper form. All right, so do not get on the hanging leg raise and do this. No, fam. Nah, lock in. This is what you're gonna do instead. So what you're gonna do is you're going to poke your butt out like this, right? And then you're going to raise your feet up and keep them straight, just like this. Not this, this. Okay? And you're gonna do it slow and controlled. You're not swinging yourself around, fam. So you're doing this right here. Just like that, okay? Keeping it slow and controlled. Literally, I just do 2 sets of 6 to 8 until failure on these, and it's gonna help your abs pop out. And you'll get better and better over time. You'll notice you'll be able to do more reps. That is how you're gonna progressive overload. When I first started doing this workout, I could only do like 2, fam. And now I can do 20, 30, whatever. I can do a lot of them in a row, but they are hard. They are very intense. Do not get discouraged, okay? And if your core is not strong enough to do this, you can always do other things like weighted sit-ups, like hold a plate, do some sit-ups that way. Get your core stronger to where you can do these. Because these right here, okay, this is gonna help get your abs to really pop out. I'm not even playing, like it's really gonna help so much, okay? So now I'm gonna show you guys what to do for the obliques, okay? Because you can't forget your obliques. I don't care how good your rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, I don't care how good your center of your core looks. You need to train your obliques, because you're walking from the side, people need to be able to tell that you got some abs there, all right? So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what to do with the same exercise, or sorry, the same machine to get the obliques to pop, okay? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna do the same movement, but you're gonna turn your hips one way to train that side of the oblique, okay? So look, so see how I'm upright like this, right? I'm gonna tilt my body to the right, like this, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my feet, I'm gonna put them together, and I'm gonna crunch my obliques, just like this, bringing my knees up to the side, so it's an oblique crunch. Same thing, okay? You wanna control your leg. You don't wanna go here, no. You want to be slow and controlled to get those obliques activated. 2 sets until failure, okay, on each side. That is literally the only workout that you need, fam. The only workout you need, all right? So I just showed you guys my ab workout routine. So if you guys watch this whole video, you simply will know how to get abs. I got 6-pack abs in less than a year, okay? And honestly, I really got some 6-pack abs in like, I want to say like 8 to 9 months. All right, and for the past over 3 years or so, I've been able to maintain, and my abs have never looked this good. It's because I train my abs, all right? Yes, your abs will become more visible as you lose weight or lose fat, but you need to get your abs to pop out by training them, okay? So lock in. You have no excuse now.
For one-on-one personalized coaching for your dream physique to build muscle and lose fat, go ahead and simply hit the link in my bio for my coaching application. After you fill it out, I'll be reaching out so we can have a quick phone call going over how we're gonna reach those goals. And that way you can have a transformation like these and also like the way I did, losing 100 pounds in a year. Lock in, and thanks for watching.
So much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support. Literally watch that whole video. Do not skip a single thing. If you skip to the workouts and then you made it this far, you missed out on some valuable content and advice and very essential things you need to get the six-pack abs. So go back in the video. Go ahead and rewind, all right? So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. One love, okay? So make sure you guys like and subscribe for more content. If you enjoyed this video, share it to a friend. Share it to a fellow gym rat who needs to know how to get the six-pack abs. Save this for later, whatever you gotta do. Make sure you come back to this video if you feel like you are not getting abs, all right? You will get the abs if you just follow this simple video instruction. Now, if you feel like you need one-on-one coaching and one-on-one help from me, you wanna get some results like my clients get, make sure you just go ahead and hit the link in my bio and fill out my coaching application so we can get a quick call going to go over how we're gonna reach those goals. And last but not least, I have ebooks that are in my bio, linked in my bio, fat loss, abs, all that stuff. So make sure you guys go ahead and check out my ebooks. I love you guys so much. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.
For exclusive fitness content, make sure to check out my Patreon that's linked in my bio or in the description. You can select the tier you like the most. Well, one of the tiers, you actually get access to my personal phone number and weekly video calls where I can answer your personal questions and help you reach those goals.
Niggas get high if the lines I spit and I sniff. If you want smoke, then I got a big fast spliff. I'm lit like matches, counting that green, I ain't talking about grasses. I'm king and I'm winning, I steady step in the city. I'm finna run up a million, show 'em niggas